Lesson 1, Spring Awakening.
Have you noticed how warm it's getting lately?
Yes, it's amazing. The trees are starting to bud with fresh leaves.
It feels like nature is waking up after a long winter.
Absolutely. The flowers are blooming too, and everything looks so vibrant.
I love walking in the park during this time of year.
Me too. There's something special about the fresh air and sunshine.
It's a perfect time for a picnic, don't you think?
Yes, I can already imagine us sitting under a tree, enjoying good food.
And we can watch the leaves dance in the breeze.
Lesson 2, Perfect Location.
I found a great hotel that is close to all the attractions.
That sounds perfect. Did you check the reviews?
Yes, they are mostly positive, which is reassuring.
It's always good to know what others think before booking.
Exactly. Plus, it's within walking distance of the main sites.
That will save us time and transportation costs.
And we can explore more without feeling rushed.
I love the idea of strolling through the city together.
It'll be a fantastic adventure filled with memories.
Lesson 3, Bus Ticket Inquiry.
How much does a bus ticket cost for a single journey?
It's usually around $2, depending on the city.
That's quite affordable. We can save money on transportation.
Yes, and it makes it easier to travel around.
Do you think we should get day passes instead?
That could be a good idea if we plan to use the bus multiple times.
True. It's all about making the most of our budget.
And it gives us the freedom to explore more areas.
I like that. Let's look into it further.
Lesson 4, Business Insights.
Many industries have significantly reduced their payroll expenses.
Yes, and that has greatly increased profits in North America.
It's fascinating to see how companies adapt to change.
Absolutely. Technology plays a big role in these transformations.
Automation has streamlined many processes, hasn't it?
It has, making operations more efficient and cost-effective.
I'm curious to see how this trend will evolve in the future.
Me too. It will be interesting to witness the innovations.
It's a dynamic field that keeps us on our toes.
Lesson 5, Packing Tips.
I prepared a good point about what to pack for the trip.
Do you have any suggestions?
I think we should consider the weather and activities planned.
That makes sense. Layering clothes is always a good idea.
Yes, and don't forget comfortable shoes for walking.
Absolutely. I'll also bring a light jacket just in case.
Great thinking. Let's make a checklist to stay organized.
That sounds like a plan. I want to ensure we don't forget anything.
Me too. It'll help us have a stress-free journey.
Lesson 6. Direct bus access.
Yes, there's a direct bus that takes you straight to the park entrance.
That's really convenient. It saves us a lot of hassle.
Exactly. No need to transfer or worry about getting lost.
I appreciate that, especially when we're excited to explore.
It'll give us more time to enjoy the park once we arrive.
I can't wait to see all the beautiful sights there.
And we can take plenty of photos to remember the day.
For sure. It's going to be a fantastic experience.
Let's make sure we check the bus schedule in advance.
Lesson 7. Changing trends.
My mother says that fads change all the time.
It's true. One day something might be popular, and the next it's forgotten.
It's fascinating how quickly trends can shift.
Yes, and social media often influences these changes.
I guess people are always looking for the next big thing.
Exactly. It keeps the industry exciting but unpredictable.
Do you think any current fads will last?
Some might, but many will eventually fade away.
It'll be interesting to see which ones endure over time.
Lesson 8. Hotel choices.
I've found a suitable hotel for our stay.
Oh, that's great. What's the total cost for 5 nights?
It's $600, which is reasonable for the area.
That sounds fair, especially considering its location.
Yes, it's close to all the attractions we want to visit.
I think it will be worth every penny for the convenience.
Absolutely. It makes planning our activities so much easier.
I'm glad we're on the same page about this.
Let's go ahead and book it soon.
Lesson 9. Must-see attractions.
Are there any must-see attractions we shouldn't miss?
Yes, definitely. The museum is a top priority on my list.
I've heard it has some incredible exhibits.
It does. And the art gallery next door is also fantastic.
Sounds like a perfect combination for a cultural day.
Plus, we should check out the local parks while we're there.
Great idea. Nature provides a nice balance to the urban experience.
Exactly. I want to soak in both the art and nature.
It's going to be such a fulfilling trip.
Lesson 10. Recap.
Absolutely, let's recap to ensure we're on the same page.
That's a great idea. It helps us clarify everything we've discussed so far.
So, we agreed on the main points regarding the project timeline.
Yes, and we also outlined the key responsibilities for each team member.
Right, and we need to finalize the budget by next week.
Exactly, and don't forget about the presentation we need for the stakeholders.
Good point. Let's make sure we have all the necessary data ready.
Agreed. It's important to present a clear picture to them.
If we stick to this plan, we should be in great shape.
Lesson 11, Justice Systems.
One of the most important aspects of justice systems in the United States is due process.
Absolutely, due process ensures that everyone receives a fair trial.
It's foundational to maintaining public trust in the legal system.
Yes, without it, people would feel their rights are at risk.
Exactly, and it protects individuals from wrongful convictions.
Plus, it helps uphold the principle of equality before the law.
Right, everyone, regardless of status, deserves the same legal protections.
It's a critical part of what makes the system work effectively.
Indeed, ensuring fairness is essential for justice to prevail.
Lesson 12, Planning a Trip.
I'm thinking about planning a trip to several countries.
That sounds exciting. Which countries are you considering?
I'm looking at Italy, Spain, and maybe Japan.
Those are fantastic choices. Each has its unique culture and attractions.
Exactly. I want to experience the history and food in each place.
Have you thought about the best time to visit each country?
Yes, I want to go during the spring for pleasant weather.
That's a smart move. Spring offers beautiful scenery.
Plus, fewer tourists make for a more enjoyable experience.
Lesson 13, Intellectual Curiosity.
Virtually a substitute for intellectual curiosity is the wealth of information available online.
That's true. The internet opens up endless opportunities for learning.
It does, but sometimes it can be overwhelming with so much content.
Yes, filtering through the information is key to finding useful resources.
Exactly, and it helps to have a specific topic in mind.
Right, having a focus makes the search more productive.
It's amazing how every old blackboard has been replaced by digital tools.
Yes, technology has transformed the way we access knowledge.
It's a fascinating time to be a learner, that's for sure.
Lesson 14, Microwave Suggestions.
Hi, I need a new microwave for my kitchen. Any suggestions?
Sure. Are you looking for a specific type or size?
I prefer something compact but powerful enough for my needs.
That makes sense. Have you considered a convection microwave?
I haven't, but I've heard they cook food more evenly.
Exactly. They can be a great addition to any kitchen.
What brands do you recommend?
I've heard good things about Panasonic and Breville.
Great, I'll definitely check those out.
Lesson 15, Entrance Fee.
Great, is there an entrance fee to the park?
Yes, there is a small fee for adults, but it's worth it.
How much is it?
It's usually around $10 per person.
That seems reasonable for a day of fun.
Absolutely, and children often get in for free.
That's a bonus. Are there any discounts for groups?
Yes, they offer group rates if you have more than 10 people.
Sounds like a perfect outing opportunity.
Lesson 16, Stay Duration.
Our maximum stay is 7 days. How many nights do you need?
I think 5 nights would be perfect for my trip.
That sounds reasonable. You'll have enough time to explore.
Yes, and I can always extend if I want to stay longer.
Exactly, flexibility is key when traveling.
I want to make sure I don't miss any attractions.
That's the right approach. Planning is essential for a great experience.
I'll start looking into accommodations soon.
Let me know if you need any help with that.
Lesson 17, Shopping for Food.
I need to buy food for my family this weekend.
That sounds like a plan. Do you have a list ready?
Not yet, but I'll start jotting down what we need.
Great idea. It helps to stay organized while shopping.
Yes, I usually get a shopping cart from the front of the store.
Smart move. It saves time when you have a lot to buy.
Exactly, and I can easily manage heavy items that way.
Plus, it allows you to keep track of your budget as you shop.
Absolutely. I always try to stick to my list and budget.
Lesson 18, Documentation Requirements.
We don't have a specific limit, but larger amounts may require additional documentation.
That's important to know. Clarity helps avoid issues later.
Yes, it's always better to be prepared ahead of time.
Exactly, having the right paperwork can save a lot of hassle.
What kind of documents should I expect to provide?
Typically, proof of identity and income are necessary for larger transactions.
That makes sense. They need to verify your financial stability.
Yes, and sometimes they ask for references as well.
I'll make sure I gather everything needed before applying.
Lesson 19, Breakfast Options.
I'm looking for breakfast options in that area.
I'll start looking online for some good places to recommend.
That would be great. I love trying local cafes.
There are some fantastic spots known for their brunch menus.
Perfect. I enjoy a hearty breakfast to kickstart my day.
Me too. Fresh fruits and pastries are always a treat.
Yes, and a good cup of coffee is essential.
Absolutely. I'll find the best rated places for us.
Thanks. I can't wait to explore the breakfast scene there.
Lesson 20, Good Memories.
After a long day at the beach, I'm feeling tired and dirty, but it was worth it.
I completely agree. We had such a fantastic time, and those memories will stay with us.
Swimming in the ocean was exhilarating, and the waves were perfect for catching.
Yes, and let's not forget about the delicious picnic we had on the shore.
That fresh fruit and those sandwiches were exactly what we needed after swimming.
I loved watching the sunset while we were eating, it was picture perfect.
Now, as we head for home, I can't help but smile thinking about all the fun we had.
Me too. Days like this remind us of the little adventures that make life special.
We should definitely do this again soon, it's a great way to unwind.
Lesson 21, Activity Overview.
These activities include order taking, credit checks, and production scheduling, right?
Exactly. Each part plays a vital role in ensuring smooth operations.
I feel like understanding this process is crucial for our efficiency.
Definitely. It helps us keep track of everything and avoid confusion later.
Plus, being organized can save us a lot of time in the long run.
I couldn't agree more, a structured approach leads to better outcomes.
So, what do you think is the most challenging part of this process?
I believe managing the schedules can be tricky, especially during peak times.
That makes sense. If we communicate well, it should ease some of that pressure.
Lesson 22, Tolerance and Excuses.
It's interesting how we often tolerate evil in society, isn't it?
Absolutely. We seem to excuse ourselves, especially when adults do the same.
It creates a troubling norm where bad behavior is overlooked.
Yes, and it sets a poor example for younger generations.
I think it's important to hold ourselves accountable for our actions.
Definitely. Awareness is the first step toward making a change.
How do you think we can encourage others to stand up against this?
By promoting open discussions about ethics and responsibility.
That sounds like a great idea. Conversations can spark change.
Lesson 23, Valuable Connections.
Valuable connections are essential in our line of work, don't you think?
Yes, indeed. Networking can open so many doors for us.
Have you thought about our marketing strategy for reaching out?
I have. I believe we should focus on building genuine relationships.
That's crucial, people appreciate authenticity more than anything.
Exactly. We should attend more events to meet potential partners.
I agree, it's a great way to showcase our work and connect personally.
Plus, we can learn from others and share our experiences.
That kind of collaboration can lead to fantastic opportunities.
Lesson 24, Personal Time.
It's tough to find time for personal interests, isn't it?
Absolutely. Life can get so busy that it's hard to make space for ourselves.
How do you manage to carve out time for what you enjoy?
I usually set specific days aside in my calendar just for me.
That sounds like a good approach, I should try that too.
It really helps me recharge and stay balanced in my life.
What activities do you enjoy the most during your personal time?
I love reading and exploring new places. It keeps my mind fresh.
Those sound like perfect ways to relax and enrich your life.
Lesson 25, Making a Difference.
It's amazing how even small actions can make a difference for the planet.
Definitely. Every little effort counts towards a bigger change.
I believe it's our responsibility to be mindful of our actions.
Agreed. Every step we take can inspire others to do the same.
What are some small changes you've made in your daily life?
I've started using reusable bags and reducing plastic waste.
That's fantastic. I've been trying to conserve energy at home.
Every effort matters, and it creates a ripple effect.
Together, we can motivate more people to join the cause.
Lesson 26, Competitive Offer.
We've carefully considered our costs and market conditions, haven't we?
Yes, and I believe our offer is both competitive and appealing.
What sets our proposal apart from others in the market?
We provide exceptional quality and customer service, which is crucial.
That's a strong point. Clients appreciate value for their investment.
Exactly. We should highlight that in our presentations.
I agree, it's important to communicate our strengths clearly.
Let's also gather testimonials to build credibility.
Great idea. Real experiences can significantly impact potential clients.
Lesson 27, Hospital Stay.
I won't be in the hospital overnight, thankfully.
That's a relief. So, when will you be going home?
I'll be heading home later in the day after my procedure.
That sounds manageable. Will your parents be there to support you?
Yes, they'll make sure I'm comfortable once I'm home.
It's great to have family around during recovery.
Definitely. Their support makes the process much easier.
Just remember to take it easy and rest as much as you can.
I will. I appreciate the advice, it's important to listen to my body.
Lesson 28, Main Ideas.
Understanding the main ideas is key to effective communication, don't you think?
Absolutely. It helps us convey our messages clearly.
What do you think is the best way to ensure everyone is on the same page?
I believe summarizing discussions can be really beneficial.
That's a great point. It reinforces understanding for everyone involved.
Any final advice for making our conversations more impactful?
I think encouraging questions can help clarify any confusion.
Yes, that creates a more interactive dialogue and fosters learning.
Let's keep this in mind for our next meeting.
Lesson 29, Hotel Comfort.
The hotel we're staying at is quite comfortable, isn't it?
Yes, it really is. I've been enjoying all the amenities.
What's been your favorite part of the stay so far?
I'm having a great time lounging by the pool and relaxing.
That sounds lovely. I've enjoyed the breakfast options they offer.
Oh, the breakfast is fantastic. It sets a great tone for the day.
Have you tried the fresh fruit? It's delicious.
Yes, I have. It's a great way to start the morning on a healthy note.
I'm glad we chose this place, it's been a wonderful experience.
Lesson 30, Immediate Attention.
Of course, I'll have someone look into it immediately.
That's great to hear. It's important to address these issues as soon as possible.
I want to ensure everything is resolved before it escalates further.
Absolutely, timely action can prevent a lot of complications down the line.
I'll keep you updated on any progress we make.
Thank you. I appreciate your diligence in handling this matter.
It's my responsibility, and I take it seriously.
I feel reassured knowing you're on top of it.
Let's touch base later to discuss any findings.
Lesson 31, Career Aspirations.
I'm leaning towards a career in finance, it seems promising.
That sounds exciting. Have you had any interviews yet?
Not yet, but I'm actively applying to several positions.
That's a good approach. Networking can also be really helpful.
Yes, I plan to reach out to some contacts in the industry.
It's wise to utilize your connections, they can provide valuable insights.
I hope to land an interview soon to get my foot in the door.
I'm sure you will. Just keep building your skills and confidence.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll definitely stay determined.
Lesson 32, Transportation History.
In a long string of developments, a railway was built to help carry out these minerals.
That's fascinating. It must have greatly improved transportation efficiency.
Absolutely, it not only sped up the process but also reduced costs significantly.
It's interesting how such infrastructure can change an economy.
Yes, and it opens up opportunities for growth in other sectors as well.
Just think about the jobs created as a result of this development.
Exactly. It's a ripple effect that benefits the entire community.
I love learning about how history shapes our present.
Me too. It helps us appreciate the advancements we often take for granted.
Lesson 33, Creative Recycling.
I love working with recycled materials like old magazines and bottle caps.
That's such a creative way to contribute to sustainability.
It really is. Every piece can tell a unique story when transformed.
I admire how you turn what others see as waste into art.
Thank you. It's fulfilling to give new life to discarded items.
Plus, it raises awareness about recycling and its importance.
Exactly. It's a fun way to inspire others to be more eco-conscious.
Have you thought about hosting a workshop to teach others?
That's a fantastic idea. I'd love to share my process and inspire creativity.
Lesson 34, Finding a Laptop.
Hey, do you know where I can find a good laptop for work?
Yes, I've seen some great options at the electronics store downtown.
That sounds promising. What brands do you recommend?
I've had good experiences with brands like Dell and Lenovo.
I've heard those are reliable. Do you think I should consider used ones?
It can be a smart choice if you find one in good condition.
I'll keep that in mind. I want to ensure it meets my work needs.
Definitely. Make a list of what features are most important to you.
Great idea. I'll do some research before making a decision.
Lesson 35, Trip Planning.
Hi there, I'm planning a trip to London and I need some help with booking a hotel room.
That sounds exciting. What kind of hotel are you looking for?
Ideally, I'd like something central, close to the main attractions.
That's a smart choice. It makes getting around so much easier.
Exactly. I want to maximize my time exploring the city.
Have you set a budget for your accommodation?
Yes, I'm aiming for something mid-range that offers good value.
There are plenty of options in that category. I can help you research.
I'd appreciate that. Thanks for your guidance.
Lesson 36, Planetary Motion.
Mathematically, we understand how the planets would revolve around the Sun.
It's amazing how science can explain such complex movements.
Yes, especially considering that everyone knows the Earth orbits the Sun.
I find it fascinating how gravity plays such a crucial role.
Exactly. It keeps everything in balance within our solar system.
And the calculations involved to predict their paths are incredible.
They really are. It shows the importance of mathematics in astronomy.
I love learning about how the universe works, it's mind-blowing.
Me too. It reminds us of our place in the vast cosmos.
Lesson 37, Pet Care.
Pets always keep us on our toes, don't they?
Absolutely. They bring so much joy but also a bit of chaos.
It's true. Despite the trouble they sometimes cause, I wouldn't trade them for anything.
Exactly. Their playful nature makes every day feel special.
And they have a unique way of comforting us when we're down.
Yes, it's like they know when we need their support the most.
What's your favorite moment with your pet?
I love when my dog greets me at the door with excitement every time.
That's such a heartwarming experience. Pets really know how to brighten our days.